Welcome there everyone. Today I'll be doing something different. Today I'll see what I can do with a crippled 2 cores 4 threads. For me to achieve that, all I did was pretty much go to msconfig, come to boot, advanced options. I limited my RAM and I limited my CPU to 4 threads. So yeah, pretty much allowing me to all do that. And of course I also had to, for me to actually cripple my CPU even further, instead of having it boost up to 4 point something gigahertz, I went to power settings, choose power plan, and I came to power saving. And not just that, I also limited it even further, as I drove the power limiter to only 50%, 75%, even 50% as a minimum. So the power was pretty much running on low, and the average was just 2 gigahertz tops when it came to its top speed, because I wanted to simulate what would happen if, let's say, a laptop CPU with an external graphics card, something like that, on those realms. Anyways, so hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget, of course, to leave a comment for any other video you want me to do. And yeah, bye bye. Off with Valorant, I have went with the lowest settings. Give the CPU a little bit of a space for it to stretch its legs. So I have seen a decent performance coming from all of the 4 threads, much 2 cores 4 threads, and it was a pretty decent experience with an average of 99 to now and then I reached 100 as an average. It was a decent experience. I would actually see myself playing like this. It doesn't actually affect me that much. I didn't notice like any kind of jittering or anything like that. It was a pretty smooth experience.
Five kills remaining. One kill remaining. Oops.
When it comes to CSGO, I went with the lowest settings, and I've seen a pretty somewhat decent experience. I would see the FPS kind of dipping below 60 FPS. The game was pretty much broken due to all of the updates and all of those things, so it's not as optimized as it used to be, unfortunately. In the past, I pretty much ran this with an i3 and an HD 7958, would pretty much run with 200 frames per second on average. So yeah, unfortunately, the FPS isn't as good as it used to be, so yeah. It's still a comfortable experience. I see myself playing, but I would not call this any competitive experience, especially with the rising and the bottoming up of the FPS. So yeah, I would not recommend you play like this.
Гара, что тут ты делаешь? Да, нет. На. Ня-ня.
For Fortnite, first things first, at the beginning when I first dropped in, it was a bit of jittery. I went a little bit like lags and all of that. It wasn't related to internet, but it was pretty somewhat laggy. But so after a while of playing, I have seen the FPS pretty much stabilized, no longer jittering, no more laggy stuff. So it is playable, and yeah, it was a decent experience. I played long enough, and I survived long enough.
Drawn first blood.
So coming to Paladins, it's a game that it's one of my guilty pleasures. I like to play it now and then, and I've
Killing spree.
experienced with 60 FPS cap. I still don't understand why. but it was being used, so pretty much it was a decent experience. It was comfortably, and I didn't notice that much of the jittering a lot. So it was a decent experience. So moving on.
Killing spree. Triple kill. That's 5 in a row.
Time to fly! You are out! Target locked!
Enemy double kill. Cerebral terror bomb engaged.
You healed me! Thank you!
Cerebral terror bomb engaged.
You healed me! Thank you!
To PUBG, I noticed when I dropped in at first, it was kind of jittery, but after a while, I wouldn't call this competitive, but it was playable. So people out there with like I don't know, maybe a mobile CPU, you can play it, and I don't recommend it, but you can play it. So, and I would like recommend if you like have an external GPU on the side. I would like get like a 1050 or even like a 1050 Ti, because my GTX 1080 wasn't even being used that much. So yeah, moving on. Here coming at Splitgate, it's a decent game with, yeah, which is incredibly optimized for some odd reason. It ran at 100 to 120 FPS at time. I even see it going up to 160. It was a decent experience, a lot of frame dipping and a little bit of jitteriness, but it was playable, and I would see myself playing like this for a long period of time.
Lost the lead. Tied the leader. Lost the lead. Gained the lead. Gained the lead. Kingslayer. Double kill. Gained the lead. Killing spree. 5 minutes remaining. Kingslayer. Agency.
Coming up with Apex, when I opened the game at first, I was stunned because it was pretty much non-functioning. The FPS was terrible, but after a couple of seconds, it was doing fine. When I hopped in, it was playable. I pretty much lowered everything up to as low as possible. It was playable, and I've seen myself getting like 2 kills, probably a kill, and I wouldn't see myself playing this game because Apex is terrible. I don't care about you. It's a terrible game. I don't like it. It is a terrible game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and whatever you want me to do anything else. And I'll be doing a little bit more variety when it comes to my videos. And yeah, bye bye.
Look at the map. The next ring is far. Champion out.
Bogey over there. Got some extra supplies. Got another bandit. Enemy down. Reloaded. fire.
Hostile close. Oh no, there's another squad attacking.
Got a bogey on my marker.
I'm out of heavy ammo. Whole squad down.
Fox 3, dumping the pod.
Reloading.
Tally on bandit out there.
I am taking fire, friends.
Taking fire. Shooting.
Taking fire, friends. Reloading. I'm out of light ammo. I am repairing myself. I am repairing myself. Recharging shield.
Ring closes in a minute, and it's pretty far. Light ammo here.
They're shooting at me. Reloading. Giving my shields a recharge.
Goodbye.